staring at the green bars. The green bars say good. Good, good, good. Okay, I didn't stream yesterday because the wind was so bad the sky was brown, as is the usual. We walk without the rhythm to not attract the worm where I live, because when the wind gets going, that's it. You're done for. So, no streaming yesterday. I just vegged out on the couch and played Picross ripoffs. So, hard life. Hard life. Devastatingly hard. Just so hard. Anyway, we got Max and Yoka. We got a concierge to talk to. Why are we talking to a fucking concierge? Oh. Journal. Why are we talking to concierge? Oh, so that we can get to the VIP floor. Okay, let's do that.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Cocaine. I need access to the VIP guest floor. Maybe I'll find cocaine there.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
Persuade 45. The only guest who'd have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you. Goodbye. Alright, let's go harass some people. Hi, Norville.
What floor would you like to visit?
This is the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Westerly, I love harassment. I know you do. We are the harassment sisters. That's just our favorite thing. Alright, got Rizzo's Rangers.
Well, hey there. I didn't know the adjutant's own freelancer was a fan.
How do you know I was a freelancer? I'm wearing the head of your mascot.
Gotta stay limber for the big pennant match.
Alright, we're supposed to go that way, but let's see what else we can find, because we're supposed to go talk to Ulrich. Who's this?
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Where are you hiding your cocaine? How long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced. Ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Okay, what brings the Rangers to Eridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
Oh, I had some questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about.
No, I'm your mascot.
It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where's your cocaine? Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport.
Ooh.
We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Birdie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember.
Aw, you were puking.
But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Tell me about Birdie and Helen.
Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Okay. So you think Birdie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
What's the Outer Worlds version of Dateline? Because this guy is definitely going to be an interviewer on it. Can you think of anyone who would want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
West Jelly, how'd they manage to give a cool-looking dude like that the most NPC voice ever? I have no idea, but he definitely does sound like he's gonna, have a bark if you bump into him, doesn't he? Let's talk about it.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? By... Oh, well.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations.
Shit.
Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
And the recommended maximum blood alcohol ratio for a woolly cow is?
0.
So a cow can't have a good time in this colony.
This unit has not been programmed to include bovine jurisprudence in its library of information. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Conclude examination. Hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. Pretty cow. I like the horns. I like the cow. Hello, little friend. Love. Okay. I'm stealing weapons and shit that I don't need? Damn straight. Is that cow shit on the ground or is that alcohol? Black Hole Birdie signed Tossball. The Tossball, signed by Birdie Black Hole Holcomb, was presented to Dr. Margrave, a special guest episode of Space Hospital, to thank her for removing a Tossball stick embedded in his head. I like chocolates. Hey, I had a party even in the shower. Alright, here I am stealing things in full view. I want this. Is there anything I can sell? Okay. Clothing hack, 33, 32. Ah, okay. Splash resistant, splash resistant. Sorry guys, I just gotta lighten the load. Just a little bit. 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 What's the something and something something? Oh, a 10% surcharge because I pissed them off? Gee willikers. Bless my grits, etc. Hey. Oh, no. Not in a stolen hotel room.
I usually just kick him down.
Yeah, well, Nyoka, you don't have any finesse. I mean, I love you, honey, but you have 0 finesse. Okay. I am a filthy thief. I am so filthy, I need to scrub up. Alright. What do you want to bet this is Birdie's?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
Amplifier, can you identify what was on the letter?
Unfortunately, most of the writing is beyond recovery. The words station, meeting point, and emergency are all that can be discerned.
Quite frustrating. Reminds me of my seminary days. Knowing all the needed information is contained in the variables at hand, but lacking the key to unlock their meaning.
Poke the ashes cold. Any idea when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
Alright.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh.
A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat sized.
Amplifier, analyze the footprint for any residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
Can I taste it? No. High concentration of oxygen usually points to a terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in this footprint likely came from there.
And the clues I found point me to the fate in Pilot House's weather monitoring station. Now, these clues that I found point me to something to where I can steal more shit. Excuse me. What is this? Alright. Okay. Alright. I think we're done with this side. Now we go this side. Alright. 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 Sure. The Oxonian. Simple, classic, time-honored, the top hat. The most venerable of all headwear. Now available from Jolicoeur. I mean, yay for the collection, but also pick a shiny servo. Okay. Did this guy have an orgy in here? It looks like he had an orgy. Also, this thing absolutely... It's not theft to steal from a robot. You know, jot that down, folks. Robots have no rights. Alright.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the Aether.
Oh, Halcyon Helen. You knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Horrible. Does that include dying?
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Results. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
Waiting for Rizzo's, oh my god. Tom Stoppard would be into it, I think. Tom Stoppard has a good sense of humor. Otherwise he wouldn't have written Waiting for Godot. Autograph pictures, a lot of empty bottles.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Huh?
Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terroray, blood, terroray, unidentifiable biological fluids, terroray.
You know anything about tearaway biology, Nyoka?
A lot of folk use their blood for seasoning on account of its sweetness. Don't try and use its innards, though. Only thing that can digest taro meat is a raptidon.
Taste the substances.
Oh, for the love of... Just make sure you clean the bathroom up later, yeah?
The residue tastes slightly metallic. You feel a dull pain in your stomach. The pain fades after a moment. Pretty sure this is toxic.
This unit's chemical analysis agrees with your assessment. Inspector, please control any impulses that lead you to ingest dangerous substances. These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of terroray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
Now we know who is making Halcyon Helen have a oopsie-daisy upset stomache. Room. Urgently demanded. New room. Urgently demanded. He's got a lot of headshots. A lot of headshots. Why does he have that? Alright. Examine. Open at the pilot house. Night. Johannes Danger, played as always by the dashing Spencer Woolrick, stands hand clasped on the roof of the pilot house. He is deeply absorbed in thought, his furrowed brow and downward turned lips, making his refined face look all the more handsome. There is a knock on the door. Enter Lionel, Danger's faithful manservant. Sir, what's the matter? Everyone's looking for you. They want to celebrate how you single-handedly saved Eridanos from Boss Smasher and the dissident junk ship. Danger. Ah, Lionel, thank you for coming to get me. I'd love to rejoin the others. Truly I would. Lionel. But? Danger. But when I fired my home-built anti-craft cannon, destroying the junk ship with a single shot, a flaming piece of shrapnel landed in the middle of the Rizzo's distillery. Several workers were killed, but worst of all, the damage to the facility will take thousands of bits to repair. Lionel. Sir, you are much too hard on yourself. Though the facility was damaged, you saved hundreds of lives by destroying the dissidents. If those people had been freed by the dissidents, that is, killed, the losses in future capital would have been much worse. You've saved our corporations from that fate. Danger. Perhaps you're right, my friend. Perhaps you're right. Lionel. I am, sir. Now come along. Let us drink a refreshing bottle of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown in celebration of your victory. Danger. I'd like that very much. No, he's not Tom Stoppard.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout.
Eh?
Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
Draw your weapon.
Oh, you wouldn't harm an old man at the end of his wits, would you? I'm confused, disoriented. I may have even soiled myself. Wait, if you're armed, that must mean you're not with the hotel staff. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you, and how did you get in here?
Name's Armless Palmer, name's Hawthorne, I'm a ship captain.
And yet you found your way to my humble hotel room. Why do I feel there's more of a reason for you to be here than you let on? I think I know, you cheeky little sprat. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
He wants to sign my ass. West Jelly Spencer looking like an angry vampire. Yeah, he's looking like him. Make a rude gesture. How about you sign this?
I'd be delighted. Oh, damn. My pen's out of ink. I'll just get you a portrait of my face as a souvenir. I'm sure I have the prints around here somewhere. By the by, how did you get in here? The only non-staff individual cleared to enter guest rooms is supposed to be the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Hello.
Fold your arms. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. the absolute picture of justice.
I'm wearing a mascot
Ask
costume.
me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I spoke to Burbage. He told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halsey and Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes, as I think improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
Got my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
I'm sure you were that guy in that one serial.
Come now, I'm sure I would have made more of an impression than that. Could I have really fallen so far behind the times? Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
A woman? Busker of Byzantium. Helen wrote a bee to implicate her killer before she died.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, don't you? If you're going to come after me, I expect evidence. Unless you want to be smacked with litigation. Smacked!
I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
Helen wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
Why didn't you go to the clinic for your stomach pains?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
Do you think of anyone other than the chef who wants to harm you?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
Alright, bye.
Very well, then.
I got a few more questions to ask you about that poisoning.
Oh, must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover. But I suppose we may discuss it further.
Okay.
Very well, then.
I'd like to ask you about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may.
No.
How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Painfully, I'd say. Why are you so curious?
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
All right. Speaking theoretically, how would you have killed the victim?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
What were you up to at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Got anybody who could corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
Says you. You're meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
Much. How long have you worked with the Prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Back to other questions.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Why did you keep starring alongside her?
I'm not too proud to admit it. I couldn't get work on my own. Whether or not I wanted to accept it, Bellamy had captured the eye of the colony. People kept talking about the charisma we had on screen, but I felt more chemistry with certain teacup canids than with her.
Dogfucker.
As you may have been able to conclude, I wasn't terribly enamored with Bellamy, but that doesn't mean I'd kill her.
Alright.
I suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
Bye. Okay. Okay, so now I've got to go talk to Chef Anwar. Anwar. Alright.
What floor would you like to visit?
Lobby.
To the lobby we go.
Oh. To the lobby we go. Alright, I gotta find that down. Alright, here we go. Oh, no, he's right over here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Oh shit. Turn the stove on.
Stop!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this?
Searching slug work logs. No work log found. creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
This is normal.
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
For shame. Conclude examination. I'm just seeing if they,
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait.
No.
Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
Aw, no smoked sprat? What about purple berry glazed canid flank steaks?
Weren't you listening? We're reserved solid for the next month. I'm sorry, but you'll really need to order in advance.
I understand. Just get me some woolly cheese curds with fried nanners and I'll stop asking.
Is this some kind of a joke? We're not able to take on new orders at this time. I told you.
Really? Not even braised sissy ribs on the bed of mock apple leaves?
No, we don't. Why are you doing this? Please stop.
Got any ketchup?
Here, just take it. Just take it and don't ask me for anything ever again.
Why are you talking about food? Don't you care about the crime that just occurred?
Crime or no crime, I must keep my head on my work. One does not simply become the head chef in all of Eridanos by fretting over irrelevant happenings.
I think you should fret with this lockdown. You can't get any fresh ingredients.
Well, that's not entirely true. There are the purpleberry orchards and... No, you're right. I can't afford to skimp. Who exactly are you, anyhow? What is it you want?
Nanners. Frankly, I don't know why I'm here. Everyone keeps telling me I'm an inspector.
Oh, you're the inspector they told me would be coming by. Now I feel like a buffoon. Yes, you can ask me what you like. Though, I don't know how much help a chef can be.
Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
Surprised you admit to that so openly.
Admit? What are you talking about?
I needed to make sure I got the poisoner's confession. You've been a big help.
Oh my lord, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Why are you being so evasive about leaving Helen's food unattended?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
Now, so you want me to give you something new to worry about, you should come clean.
Coming clean it is. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Alibi's a little thin here. Why should I believe anything that you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, You can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Any idea where I might be able to find Bellhop Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands.
Uh-oh.
It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
I already talked to him. That's all I wanted to ask about. Guess we'll see if you're telling the truth.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Oh god, gave that guy some existential crisis. Okay. We're here, so let's check out A2. Okay. Alright. Alright. Gotta go a different way. Guys, move.
I was a few minutes late with room service earlier today. Guest I was trying to serve shot at me with a revolver. I left the drink and ran.
Jesus. Hey.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alan.
Inspector, I've detected a structural anomaly within a 0.8 meter radius of this locked door.
Yes, of course, it's very obvious, but why don't you tell me what that is for a dramatic effect?
Apologies, Inspector. This unit has not been programmed with a histrionics module. Dramatic effects are currently disabled.
Hack 65. I can fix that, just let me wire together a temporary histrionics simulator.
Histrionics mode temporarily activated. Now simulating dramatic effect. Look out, Inspector. This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length. Unauthorized modifications are afoot.
Bear that in mind.
Here they come.
I don't have a key card, so I can... What? Oh, what?
Gotta find a hole in the armor. That's the last of them.
Got bit by a fucking rabid sprat. Alright, that's B. How do I get into A? Oh, I can go in here. Examine. A pile of cartridges contains the IDs of Halcyon and Helen's sidekicks who were killed, mortally wounded, mulched, melted, torn to ribbons, decapitated, or turned into mechanicals in the line of duty, or otherwise identified post-mortem. Typhon Tim, Olympius Opal, Terra 2 Terry, Sparks the Wonder Canid, Burbage's 1900 through 1999, Bolt Vanderhuge, Eridanos Eve, and consequential groundbreaker maintenance worker number 13B9, Caleb, Bryson the Broker with 4 broken limbs, Halifax, the entire 26th season of the Tile Backers, IDs Black and Beyond individual recognition, Stakeout Steve, Dirk Tenderly, Alright, so I need the room key because I'm not going to be able to get in there. Examine. This is Norville's. He was writing fan fiction. I'm ripping through Norville's room. Alright, how do I get... Underneath these floor panels, slightly dirty key card for me. Alright. Alright, so much for Evan.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead.
What is she doing now? I missed the cuddly cow. Oh, sorry, honey. Shall I go back upstairs so you can see him? No kidding, the man had a giant slug crawling on him.
For additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma.
Are you telling me he wasn't killed by a giant murder slug?
That is correct. Evan was not killed by Iridanium gigaseus. However, Iridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue.
Man didn't die of slugs. Got it.
Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground.
Check for signs Evan was drunk.
Respiratory analysis concludes Evan was not intoxicated at time of death.
Check for evidence of foul play.
There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector.
Strength. Interesting. Sounds like Evan might have been doing a little brawling.
Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O.
Dumb. This asshole's stealing people's blood.
It is highly likely the blood is the result of an altercation.
I think it's time for another chat with Miss Stillwell. Just stealing the dead guy's shit.
I'm trapped. I'm on A3. Please. Someone come help me.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in some time. Many of these items are not available in the Grand Colonial and must have been brought in from outside. The fridge was transported here from one of the guest bedrooms upstairs.
I have eaten the purple berries which were in the refrigerator, in which they were probably saving for breakfast. They were awful. Oh god, what's the name of that poet? Oh god, what's the name of that poet?
I'm feeling weak. Please open the door. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it.
A3. Alright. A3. Okay, here's A4. Alright. How do I get A3? How do I get into A3 though? Oh, here we go. Half-eaten bellhop.
I'm trapped in room A3. Please, someone come and help me. I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. And I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it. The door's stuck. And I know I need to write a service request, but I can't get it under the door. Is anyone there?
Okay, that's, examine. Trace amounts of Sprat saliva on this current stump, form or arm, indicates the starving bellhop fed the starving creatures with her flesh. It's a shame she was unwilling to eat herself first. Wait, so there was some sprats and she fed that locked in there with her and she fed them herself? Christ. Not bad enough that I'm not gonna steal her shit though. Okay. Jesus. Okay. I mean, I surely must have come across that before, but damn. What the fuck? This is a viewing center? Yeah? Bellhop's just been eaten over there. How do we get over there so I can shoot it? It's barred. Okay.
Whoa, here they come!
Love a good fight.
Sprat of unusual size. Yep.
May you find peace in death!
Okay. Okay, hotel guest. Okay. Examined whom it may or may not concern. I don't understand why I deserve to be terminated. I was your engineer. I fixed things. Your time clock was malfunctioning. You were logging 1 hour for every 10 I put in. How is that fair? And yeah, I admitted I wanted that free hour at the tour of the distillery. I put in my 10,000 hours and deserved to wet my throat with a little Spectrum Violet. I didn't know accepting that tree tour meant I joined the Rezzers family. You know I can't read fine print ever since that welding accident. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Catch a freighter back to the Groundbreaker? Sublight won't pick me up, so I guess that means I'm going to go talk to Mr. Ludovico, hat in hand, and beg him to employ me. Sorry, I take that back. I won't have my hat in hand. I turned that in with the rest of my personals. It was a stupid hat anyway. Okay. Just a little flavor text. Okay.
Here they come! That's the last of them.
Sure about that? There's another one somewhere around here.
Nice.
Oh, that's upstairs. That's why it goes up like that. Okay. Access door controls. Access messages. Notice of termination. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, no idea what's in here. I don't know, don't care. Alright, we've already done that. Exit. Exit. This is over here. Oh. Oh. Can't back into that. I don't have a high pack. I have points. Hack. Back. Perks. companion crit chance. Science weapon damage. Alright. Oh. Damn it. Alright, well, maybe I'll be able to find something in there later. Examine. Attention, the Grand Colonial Hotel is seeking a new volunteer engineer. Skills include elevator maintenance, electrical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, quantum engineering, knowing when to keep problems to oneself. The employee who accepts this position will be expected to carry out their existing duties at the hotel for no additional payment. Talk to your supervisor if interested during your 15-minute break. And don't forget, with more hours logged each week, the closer you get to winning the free tour. Wow. Oops, bellhops. Examine. Notice the Grand Colonial Hotel service elevator is out of order and will be for the foreseeable future. Please use the stairs to transport all equipment to and from the employee's quarters until further notice. Additional liniments will be dispensed for those whose back pain becomes too severe to continue providing the impeccable service our hotel is known for. Okay. Yeah. Lily Vargas and Stillwell. Okay. Outside. You had a wonderful view of the wall there. Yeah. Oh, what's back here? I don't have the slug storeroom key. Alright. Slug bruiser? Where am I? Where am I? Botanical operations? Oh, hello. Okay. Well, we're going to this one because it's closer.
Keep yourself! Keep yourself! Never felt so damn good in my life! I'm gonna let no one bring me down!
That's the last of them.
Okay. Any more, or did the bodies disappear? No, here we go. Alright, let's go talk to her.
Hey, Inspector.
Hey! I found Evan's body in room A2. He's dead.
You're kidding! Evan's dead? That doesn't... I don't understand. Was it the alcohol? Oh, law! I thought he'd sleep it off. He seemed fine when I left.
Persuade Amelia, I know something bad happened to you in A2. I want to help.
You won't believe me if I tell you.
I don't know, I'm kind of dumb. I'll believe a lot.
Oh, Law, you're serious, aren't you? I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. 1 minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too.
How'd he get away?
Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, Law, I don't know. I should have told someone.
Got a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
I found slugs on Evan's body. Big ones. Any idea what that's about?
I can't help you there.
Evan was a victim in all this. We owe it to him to find out what happened.
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit.
Oh, do you? Oh.
Well, think it over.
He said Evan was drunk. I didn't find any alcohol in the system.
Law, this is making less and less sense. I didn't actually see him drink, if that's what you're asking. Just seemed like the logical explanation, considering how weird he was acting.
We guess. Big smile, way too happy, barely coherent.
Wow, you're pretty good at this Inspector thing.
Why didn't you tell anyone Evan attacked you?
Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe he attacked me, and I was there. Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a total sweetheart. I don't get it.
How are you holding up?
I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being... you know... scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking.
Don't worry, I'm not much for math either. Okay, that's everything I need to know.
So, what happens now, Inspector?
I leave. To you, nothing.
But I killed him. It's my fault he died.
Are you trying to get me to accuse you of murder?
Definitely not. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... he was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
Alright, now Lily Vargas is over there. Run, 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 run. There's something to shoot over here.
Incoming!
Where?
Our skills are unrivaled.
Incoming! Me! Where? Okay. Second floor. Okay. Oh. Hi.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
I found O'Connell. He's dead.
Shit. That's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
Evan fell, landed on his head. It was just an unfortunate accident.
That whole head. Oh, that's embarrassing. If he's gonna die and leave me short-staffed, he ought to at least have the decency to get mauled by raptidons or something.
Also, Evan was covered in slugs when I found him.
That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in.
You want the facts? That's what I found.
Noted. Just as I will note what you found in my report, which I intend to file, and then never look at again.
Okay.
Thanks for chasing Evan down and saving me some legwork. Of course, now I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
Alright. That should give me some slug, reputation. Bit cartridge. Slug reputation. There you go. Journal. Okay, man who chafed. Can I talk to Birdie? Keys. Down. Intercom.
Rizzo's knock you out on a CCN 76 milk contraband.
What? What was that?
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
Hey, that was quick.
Oh, you happiness! I just want to be your friend!
work with us.
Here, drop the body.
Well. Alright. Cedric's a fun guy. He just goes, oh yeah, sure, you wanna come in? You wanna come in? Come on in. Hoof it. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, I've been working on this Mark's Harder Lemonade, and I'm not even halfway through it. This is gonna be a long night. There we go. This is a city inside a city. They put a lot of work. I mean, yeah, this is much more linear than Gorgon, but they put a lot of fucking work into this thing.
Captain, up ahead. Be ready for trouble.
Okay.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sluglight Underground don't like that much.
Sluglight?
If you had anything to do with Sublight, you'd have started shooting about 12 words ago.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
Lie. Your safety's still on.
What? No, it isn't. Oh, forgot to put the clip in. There we go. Listen, I could still take you. Don't question my competence.
Dilated pupils, rapid breathing. You're high. Had turned to Adrena for coverage, huh?
What? No, my head feels great. And once I don't have 6 tongues, I'll tell you what I think of your slander. Now stop moving around so much. Oh, wait. I am high on Adrena time. Maybe this was all a bad idea. Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Yeah, maybe do this whole showdown business? Never?
Sure, if you tell me exactly who it is I'm never rescheduling with.
Someone paid us to say we was Slug and intimidate you. I don't know who, I swear it. They only ever sent notes. That's everything I know, honest. We were only gonna rough you up a little. You gotta believe me. And we're real sorry.
Get out of here.
I don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
That was fun. Alright. Alright, got the Harbor Master office.
You got an appointment? Appointment?
Hello, I need to speak with Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Can I make an appointment for right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
The inspector is here to see Cedric. There will be no other outcome.
Inspector, you said? Well, maybe he'll appreciate your blunt charms. Maybe not. We'll see what he has to say. Mr. Kincannon, got an inspector here demanding to see you. Want me to call the guards?
No, thank you, Eileen. I've been expecting her. Send her up, please.
Alright, let's go. Hi, Cedric. Hey, bestie.
Ah, Inspector. Eileen is my right-hand woman and the finest assistant to ever grace this office. She is also tremendously skilled in causing physical harm. I recommend you do not insult her with any further attempts at intimidation. Now then, here for my alibi, I assume.
Later. First, I want to hear an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had run in with some slug agents. What was that about drunk Raptidons?
There was an incident. You should have seen Eileen. Besides being an absolute gem of an assistant, she's a terror with a fountain pen. Raptidons aside, what was your incident, Inspector?
Running with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
Yeah. It was pretty obvious they weren't slug. One forgot to load his pistol.
Did he really? My word, I hope you shot him. Clearly someone out there wants you thinking I sent my goons after you.
But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Gosh, could it possibly be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me.
So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector.
With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And where would I find Elliot Nasser to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
So your alibi is that you're busy murdering someone else?
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
Bet you'd make a killing selling tickets to her funeral.
Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, the math doesn't work out. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
I take it the guy you tortured was the source of your missing cargo, then.
Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such, does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's gone missing specifically?
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing.
Alright. What's the connection to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
Really? Dumb luck's done a lot for me.
Has it? I wonder. How much of your luck has been luck, and how much are you downplaying as chance? Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
Just no unspeakable mangling in front of me, please.
I would never. Company secrets and all that. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but Should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Alright, I'll get on that. Alright.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
That gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
West Jelly, Cedric is so evilly cheerful. I know. I just absolutely adore his stuff. I actually don't even really remember how his quests go. I just remember being all excited. Oh, I get to go talk to Cedric again. Okay, analyze the fingerprints further.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Oh, right. Just making sure. He should probably clean this display case more often, you muse.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Oh. I already got Violet.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Engineering short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Speak into the bug. Boo.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has it been there?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
Wild guess, the bug was planted roughly a week before Helen's death.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Conclude examination.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Alright. Alright, the black hole birdie. I need to get the... I want to do... Lord of Blight. Find the bug receiver. Alright, receiver location. There's the foreman.
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
It's Cedric, so planning something. Let's go talk to the foreman first. Wither. Oh, hi, Nyoka.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Thanks, Beaver.
Feel free to have a look around, ma'am.
So this is where Slug houses all its completely legally obtained inventory, hmm?
Is Fight Night still on, then?
Yeah, we're on. I got 500 riding on Dr. Billy taking it all.
You bet on a sprat named Dr. Billy? What's he a doctor of?
Victory.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You're being absurd. Sprats can't earn doctorates.
Tell that to the good doctor. He does what he wants.
That's multiple years of study. Do Sprats even live that long?
No idea. All I know is he's going for a second doctorate in netting me an obscene amount of money.
Did you see the new one they shipped in this week? Now that is a Sprat of unusual size. Had a crazy look in its eyes, too.
You have a crazy look in your eyes.
Ah! Ah! I'm gonna do this. You're all just gonna have to watch. Alright. I got up here. Now what's my prize? Fuck. Ah.
The biology of this Sprat is highly unusual. This Sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Because he's a very good boy. Sprats do have highly adaptive immune systems.
An excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in Sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Nyoka, any idea what's going on with the Sprat?
Sprats are hardy little shits. Their immune system fights off pretty much everything.
Why is the Sprat so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
Why would anyone want an unusually large Sprat for?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this Sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
What? Ooh. It's a little baby boy. Hello. 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 Okay.
Slug certainly goes out of its way to make it seem like they're trying to hide their illicit activities. Quite the denial of reality.
What's the all in? Ooh. Nyoka. Shiz is 1947 and this is woo. Alright, Nyoka got a damage upgrade. Yeah, Max keeps bitching and moaning all over here in this place.
Hey there, little buddy.
Aww. Aww.
Isn't she just the cutest?
Yeah. They absolutely knew. Oh, workbench. Okay.
I didn't even know they made Raptidon erotica.
What? What? What?
Ooh, fragile. Look at me. I'm a special little package, all wrapped up with clouds and whispers. Package thinks it's hot shit. Wait, maybe Maybe this N-ray warning isn't decorative.
Oh my god, this guy's an idiot. Oh my god. I didn't even know they made her Raptidon erotica. I don't know, man, but we all, you know. Yeah. It's into a restricted area. I'm sure there's something I gotta go into. At some point, otherwise I wouldn't be there. Incoming. Missing cargo again, just random shit. This time we lost 5 boxes of blue pens and a couple of purple berry sodas. Okay, return to messages. Outgoing. Here's the cargo list. Purple berry punch, pens, cacao milk, small portrait images, Whoop Woolrich, handle with care law, what I like to fold these in half. 3 Mark 7 cranial protectors, 7 sets protective clothing with safety harness, and Aramid ballistics, 2 cases of lemon slap, 10 Spacer's Choice sabers, 4 cases. I've asked you, Benton, who would steal Nana Spank, let alone pictures of Spencer Woolrich? If a thief isn't skimming from Cedric and Canada, all people, I'd figure they were doing it for kicks and giggles. Okay, but you have to admit it's a little funny to see an mech dance. Not my fault, they're so easy to hack. Seriously, a Primal could do it.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
Oh, yeah. What, you never shot anyone?
Well, yeah, but they weren't suspects. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
What's the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice saber? Full stop.
I don't know. The criminal mind is strange and unknowable.
All our minds are strange, but eminently knowable if one lets go of everything they think they know.
Oh, come on, Max.
Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
All crime is sad. The sad act of a pathetic mind.
Wow. I guess you take this stuff pretty personally, being an inspector and all.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Okay, Benton have anything to do with it?
Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that at work. Is he dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself.
Okay.
Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Sure. That's enough for now.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Too late. Anything on the air I should know about?
Oh no. I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah. I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps any.
Alright, I already hacked her terminal, but sure. Sure thing, lady. Alright. Okie dokie. Gotta go see about those Automax. Dun 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 dun. Alright.
Housing people like cargo. Just another resource to be exploited.
Yeah.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues as to who put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Ew, how long has this been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Take the receiver.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Alright.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Hi! I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
Engineering, disable a failsafe.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
Aww. View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
View the most recently added data log. Looks like this automatic has instructions to skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. There's also an instruction to steal specific package shipment number 6875. What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Include investigation.
Unit entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
And now I go back to Cedric. Hi, Cedric.
I wonder if all these cargo containers are stored here for any legitimate reason. Or just to give Sublight more opportunities for larceny.
We'll be going into the conservatory later, because we gotta... that's off the main story.
Inspector. To what do I owe the pleasure?
does Ludovico hate you so much anyway?
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
Did you put a severed Raptidon head in his bed?
What? No. Law, no. Why in the architect's name would you think that? Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him.
Oh?
Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
That's terrible, but also hilarious.
It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
Well, nurturing a grudge is an ugly thing. You should make peace with him.
Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
This is the part where you cackle and reveal your evil grand plan.
Oh, that does sound fun, though. Is securing a board seat for Sublight evil enough? Surely we can at least agree that it's grand?
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
But you admitted to me earlier that you tortured a man for information.
Not in front of witnesses, I didn't.
Solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
Don't get too excited. I don't know who the culprit is.
Well, that is disappointing. Still, you said you've determined how the theft is occurring?
Engineering. Somebody bypassed the loading mech's security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good.
Thank you.
Hacking the automechs. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The culprit, theft was random except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Sneak, check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
They could hear everything you said in here.
She, Inspector. She could hear everything.
Damn it, I better not have just investigated an already solved case.
That listening device was the missing piece of our puzzle, Inspector. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
Oh. Helen can't be behind the thefts, she's dead.
Yes, I do realize that. Thank you. You'll recall the thefts began in the week leading up to her death. Plenty of time to hack an automechanical and program it to steal. She must have died before she could turn it off. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
Corporate sabotage, perhaps?
I can't begin to guess at her motive. If it was to spit in my face, she'd be pleased to know she succeeded. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly.
You're gonna take revenge on a corpse?
Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Oh. Dumb. Nobody put her in the ground. She was on the grand ballroom floor.
I'm going to pretend you're joking. It's as you said before. She's dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Okay. Alright, what else can I do over here? Talk to Birdie, or... I don't want to talk to Ludwig yet. Birdie! Birdie. Yeah. God, he wears such a stupid hat.
Hey, could I talk to you for a second?
Spacer? Freighter crew? Where's the Dash Whitlock? Supposed to talk to him. Oh, wait. I think I know who the Dash Whitlock is. Where is Dash Whitlock? Alright. Here's Auric. Alright, let's say hi to Auric.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
Better than beer?
Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Auntie Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
That sounds medically inaccurate.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
What kind of alternatives do you sell?
What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. D? You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted Mantisaur essence, best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
Oh. That's all for now. Yeah, I'll be going back to him.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty.
Yeah, where are you?
Hey, you.
Oh.
I got something I need to speak with you
Okay.
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
I'm Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. You want to try again?
I'm armless Palmer. Sorry to tell you about Hawthorne's dead. The ship was left to me.
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me.
Probably. I'm listening.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport.
Particular?
Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
I'm in. What do you need me to do?
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is.
How will she know I'm working with you?
Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
But I don't like boneless bratwurst.
Look, nobody does. That's why it's a good passphrase.
Couldn't you have avoided this if both of you knew where the cargo was?
Could, but there'd go our plausible deniability. Technically, I don't know about any smuggled cargo, and Cassidy hasn't moved anything herself. If the constable asks, I can't find any contraband cargo, and Cassidy doesn't know how it got here or what's in it.
Alright.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to Black Hole Birdie.
What do you want?
Cocaine. You're Black Hole Birdie, right?
Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
Do you have any idea how many tossball posters your face is on?
That's what the disguise is for. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incognito.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
There are many types of intelligence, Mr. Holcomb. For example, your, expertise on the field. Your hack attack is nothing short of brilliant.
It's nice, Vicar, but we're investigating a murder here.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
Want to explain why you smashed up your picnic with Helen?
Oh, the picnic. Right. I get real mad sometimes. Ugly mad. Something I've been working on, but when Helen said we were through, I lost it.
Did you hurt her?
No.
Hey, I get it. Sometimes a person makes you angry, you gotta make them understand.
Are you saying... You really think I had something to do with her death? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Because if you think I'd... Deep breaths, Birdie. In and out. Deep breaths. Helen was the love of my life. She was really someone special. I'd have done anything for her. Anything.
So where were you when she was murdered?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Blootered, half shot, void lush, on the Byzantine swizzle. Starry. 1 bit down, 3 bits up, spread across the spectrum. Top heavy. Should I go on?
Dumb. Are you calling him stupid?
Drunk, Captain.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
I am deeply disappointed I didn't get to see all this.
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
So the woolly cow on the VIP floor was your doing?
Oh, wow. That's real clever of you to figure out. Helen would have liked you, I'd wager. Say, is the cow okay?
You got a woolly cow drunk. Woolly cows are not supposed to get drunk.
It was wrong of us. I hope she doesn't have a hangover or nothing. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Could anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
Why do you think she couldn't get it herself?
I don't know. I didn't ask. On account of she asked me in a note sent to my hotel room. Paper usually ain't too chatty. That's a joke.
That's funny. Almost as funny as a dead woman leaving you a note.
Don't be rude, pal. She sent the note before we, you know, split. It could have been sitting in my room for a week for all I know. I found the data pad at the weather station, like Helen said, but then a guard found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
You're sure this guy we early?
I wasn't keen on conversing, okay? I was drunk and holding someone else's data pad. And also, maybe I was crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Well, I know you weren't sprinting for the Sunday zone. Where do you go?
I didn't know where I was going, but my legs took me straight to my friend's... I mean, to my... fridge-rator.
Right, I'm gonna need a name.
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
I tried to be nice. Time to lean on this guy, Vicar.
Trouble. An interesting concept. Depends on who's making the rules, doesn't it? One man's hero is another man's villain and all that. Don't make us be the villains here, Bertie.
Wait. What? Is he threatening me? Am I being threatened?
Whisper, damn it, Vicar.
I'm confused. Which is how I always feel watching detective serials, so... I think you're doing this right. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
You're a bookie, murderous confidant, secret paramour with whom you're having a torrid affair.
Confidant is like... confidence. What's torrid mean?
Who's Auric, Bertie?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Oric's not a bad guy. He's just got an unusual job. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Oric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Any advice for next time, Nyoka?
Sure. Get yourself a bit of taro blood, whisk it in a bowl with an egg and crushed caffeinoid, hold your nose and drink it straight. And the next time you drink, avoid the darker stuff.
I'll, have to think about that one, ma'am. Anyway, you ought to take Helen's datapad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks, take a look at him.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
I can't let a suspect be part of the investigation.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
Now you're free to go. Alright, let's go talk to Oric again.
What can I do you for?
I'd like to ask some questions about Bertie Holcomb.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
What makes you think I'm a sheriff?
'Cause you talk like one. I'd like to ask you some questions. No one says that outside of the serials.
I'm not here to bring you any trouble, I just want to talk.
All right, fine. Yeah, I know Bertie. So what?
Heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
How do you know Bertie?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted Mantisaur essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
Vitamin B negative. Black hole Bertie has a substance problem?
Nah. What Bertie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
What do you mean tossball does things to the head?
Come on. Bertie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Was Bertie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Bertie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Alright, bye. Okay. Alright, I gotta talk to Ludovico over two things. Journal. I think we gotta talk to the, Oh.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
Dumb. I don't like Bronus Bratwurst. Bratwurst is gross. Icky.
Well, that was the passphrase, even if you included a few extra words. Hope Dash knows what he's doing, trusting you.
Hey, hang on. How do I know you're really Cassidy Mills and not a mole?
Because I'm gonna tell you where our package is, Hullhead. If I were part of an ambush, you'd have already been arrested. We're in the constabulary, for law's sake. You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
Alright. If you're not sure where it is, how am I supposed to find it?
I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
Okay. All the smuggled goods are in here. Okay. And it's... hit. Alright. The bruiser's there. Because this is a restricted area.
Going silent.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Huh? Okie dokie. Oh, okay. Alright. I just took the long way around, but what else? Yeah, okay. This is fine.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
I've got the car. What do you do to get arrested anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
Gee whiz, you think? I've got the cargo. What's next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Delivery coming up. How to do, Dempsey-do?
Hello. Welcome to Aridano's Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
Standard and remarkable, you said. Maybe you should invest in an advertising seminar.
Hey, folks take a lot of comfort in knowing their neighborhood general store is unchanging, eternal, like the land beneath their feet or the air in their lungs. Whoops, forgot I ain't supposed to poeticize on work time. The drab nature of our store profits is what I meant. Now, can I sell you anything?
I got a shipment of something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of Saltuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
I like boneless bratwurst.
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time. For fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
I might be investigating Halcyon on Helen's death, but I'm no constable. You can trust me.
An independent, huh? Be a big risk letting you into my sanctum. Though if you're telling the truth, I think it'd be more than worth it. All right. Follow me to the back. All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about. Maybe you should think twice about that, friend. You take my shipment to the constable, my place of business is gonna be permanently closed to you. And there ain't gonna be a second chance. Quit talking to me about that package, and we won't have anything further to discuss.
Alright. You make a good point. Here's the package.
Whew. Thank the law. You made the right decision. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Since I went through all the work to bring it to you, can I see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Okay. Let's see if you look at your stock. Okay. Want this. He's got Onslaught. This is a weapon designed for positive reinforcement. The more you hit, the more you hurt. Okay. Buy that. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Nope. Yeah, repair. Hold on. I'll repair. Except by Slug Worker Identity cartridge. I could have used that. I'll just buy it anyway. Okay, sell. Alright, we're gonna sell the Trip Blade, Pulse Hammer, that. I got a lot of fucking champion tossball sticks. That. Okay, bye, dude. Oh, here's his bedroom. Anything interesting? He lives back here, huh? Okay. Okay, guys, come on. Alright. Oh, dash. Okay. On Dasher, on Prancer, on Donner, on Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid. Otter, on Vixen. Vixen?
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
Okay. Unpackage of questionable goods, delivered and signed for.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Here you go, give 2,000 bits.
Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
Sure thing. Okay. Alright. Go to the profitability queen, I think, after that. Profit of profitability. Go out here. The brain eaters. Alright. We're well over the 2-hour mark. That's a long way to run. So we're gonna cut it off here. Thanks for hanging out. Next time, probably gonna go talk to the Prophet, I guess. See what we can do over there. So, and then after we do the Prophet area, we'll go and talk to Ludovico through all of the bits and then see where he sends us next. I kind of forgot how it goes. It's been a while. It's been a few years. Anyway, yeah, done now for now. See you next time. Bye.